Okay, party people in the place to be. Arcturus Ra makes contact with you again to clarify a few things in the process regarding Ascension. There's a lot of confusion on the net. People claiming to be able to activate their DNA when they don't even know how much DNA strands you possess. Are you a 11? Are you a digressive? Are you a progressive? What are the levels? What are the steps? Are you a 12? Are you a 24? Are you a 32? Are you a 2442 capable? Are you Intergalactic Federation ground crew? Are you portal people? Are you technical people? Are you elementals, environmental saviors, whatnot? What are you is the question. What is your planetary origin? So, for me, I know miracles exist. I know this holographic nature, which is an illusion, can be altered when you kick out or drop out. You come into the real world. And I believe that if you can perform what we will call miracles, instant manifestation, it can be done right now. So far, I don't see nobody walking through walls in this realm. I don't see nobody walking over water in this realm. I see nobody levitating because when it happens, it happens. I don't want to hear that my master or the Sifu or ancient legend told he could, would, whatever. If you can do stuff, do it now. That's why I build my keys. The keys that you touched, you can feel right now. I give you something tangible. My angelic intel tells me we have to do stuff three-dimensionally in order to skip dimensions, meaning going through, we have to do something. So in order to reach a certain point, you need a ladder. If you want to go from here to here, you need a ladder. Unless you are able to levitate or oscillate on a frequency that you can go there, nothing will happen. So my question, and it's not a dogma, it's fact, how many of you can see natural stargates out in the wilderness? How many have location points or targets that you can enter and you can leave this world at will? How many can levitate from the ground up? How many already communicate to me on spaceships in holodecks, remembering what we are talking about, and coming back, adding me on Facebook, and telling me this? So we have three-dimensional and interdimensional contact. If you speak the language that needs to be spoken, you oscillate on that frequency. If you're in love and you meet your angelic brothers and sisters, and there's no question, whenever I meet my people, I'm in love. I love them. And it doesn't matter what status you have, if you're married or you're in a relationship. This love is beyond because it's the original love that we had before we came to this planet. How many of you can do that? How many of you can react to your family members of the angelic family members or certain angelic groups that came here, and you know it takes place? How many of you have already telepathic connections and feel? How many of you can visit each other in the astral realm, giving healing, and the next morning you would wake up and you're healed? That is actual fact. That is what's taking place. How many of you can manifest and build objects that can do certain stuff? Whatever it is that you do, create in the now, build in the now, do in the now, whether it's music or paintings or whatnot. How many of you can sense me when I do this? How many of you can feel my voice as I'm talking to you? How many of you are in resonance with what's out there? How many of you are in sync with the day? These are the questions that I'm having because I hear so many people claiming so many things, but yet I see so little being done. Because when the time comes and you will be out there, you will see radio waves visually. You will see what comes from the celly towers visually. I know what it looks like because I've seen it. I cannot do it all the time because it's very, 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 very exhausting to keep the light frequency up on that parameter, to see all the frequencies that coming at me from the ground, from the air, wherever from. How many of you can hear specific data, plot it out, give it to me, help me decipher and decode it, because this is what I do and this is what I can do. And a few things need to be trained in order for you to go there. If you can't do it, you cannot do anything. There is a system called Emotive that I checked that reads your brain functions, and it's a software that can scan your brain and focus focal parameters, and you can train your brain to give specific commands, and the computer program will react according to your given command. But if you have no focus of attention and your thought parameters are not trained well, which they can't be because you have no audio visual feedback, so you wouldn't know how. The same thing is to imagine yourself in complete health. It's not possible because you are born not in complete health. You don't remember what it is to be like in complete health. So you have to learn to experience that. For that, you need audio visual feedback so you know how to adjust your levels. So certain things can be trained. Check wilddivine.com. Check this game that they have for kids, Mindflex. And this is not a commercial, it's just like train yourself. See, I got a wristband to enhance my balance. I enhanced that with silicium to make sure the light information is transported. I wear magnetics. I try stuff. I see how it works. I apply it. And then when it works, I blog about it. I post it and let you know the works. The time is over for stuff that is not authentic and not for us. It has to be for us, by us, for Earth. Otherwise, no ascension. And sitting at home singing Kumbaya or Swami, Mami, Rami, whatever, I'm in my own bubble and I'm ascend because I'm all love, that is an external thing. If you are all love and you're in love, you act accordingly to your family members, telepathically and verbally. You know that, and from your heart you know where the frequency is, and I have to be that frank because the superficial stuff, even in the esoteric realm, has to stop. It's not all about I was even on site where I paid to get uh, um, um, a medallion. My money is gone. I haven't heard from the people. Nobody responds. So that's the type of stuff that we're going through. We have to stop doing that. We have to pay attention to what's really out there and see in a focal point who does what, who's talking about what. I am silly, I make jokes, but when it comes to being out there, having your pupils dilated to a point that you can see a stargate, that doesn't mean you can enter. Same thing to UFOs. I'm not talking about metallic discs or ships that dismantle stuff or shut down airports. That's all visual theatrics. The ships that I'm talking about, they are unseen, and I'm the first one in the world to announce that what they look like when you get in contact. First off, they sing like angels. When you hear them singing, you're in love. They're crystalline of nature. They can be any size. They can be anywhere. They can travel. They can not travel. They can appear, reappear. They can come in a visual concept so you can perceive them. See, you can look at a cloud and they can manifest into that cloud so you can see them. Beings of light looking like you and I when you're ready. Everything else, do not trust it. And that is part one on the gigantic intel that I've given to you right now. Work on that. And I'm glad to announce that the first Stargate in Berlin has been opened. The route anchor point has been set. Namaste, and see you soon on the flip side. I love you.